So actually I am living like a squatter. There's no excuse for living like this. I'll sort myself out later. In the absence of furniture, I'm using a recycling box, and I bought myself an airbed. Every time I revisit the garage, Terry's got a little bit more bad news for me. More bad news. That won't be good at all. What I filmed yesterday was so overexposed. Yesterday, the company that's going to fix the ECU, it's that time of year where the cold and the damp kills people's cars. So they're swamped with work. And as of yesterday, it hadn't been sent off. The ECU, I mean. Today's the day I give the keys to the agent. So that's it for Dad's house. It's sold and the new owners move in tomorrow. I'm actually in an okay mood, all things considered. I might be the biggest dickhead. I got everything done today, sort the house out, give it a clean, keys back, and I made a couple of trips in the loan car. Because the van is here, I left the keys in with the mechanics. I got back here in time to catch them before they closed, except Terry said to me earlier on, we'll close at 5 today. So the van is here and I'm here. So my first so I'm sleeping in the car tonight. At least everything that I need is in the car. Good morning. I didn't get a lot of sleep in that car. They came in to unlock the garage about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So since then, I've been in the van. The building materials that were in the van already, plus the building materials that I was still keeping at the house just temporarily, everything's in the van now. The more stuff I get screwed onto the wall, the less stuff is on the floor. After 5:30, this place is a ghost town though, which is delightful. And fingers crossed I don't need a shit. Terry's worked on this van before, so we talked about my plan to live in the van and go travelling. Well, I want to say that Terry is the kindest man that I've met for a long time. He's let me stay in the van on his forecourt and work on the van while I'm here. He's let me use electricity from here, because I don't expect freebies. And when the van's fixed, Terry is going to hand me a bill for the repair. A gentleman by the name of Peter, and he also offered for me to do something at his garage. If I was travelling around Europe and picking fruit, imagine that, except it won't be in Europe, and I probably won't be picking fruit, so I might be doing data entry for a couple of weeks while that lasts, and then move on. Because I'm mobile, I can do that. It's not the version that I had in my mind when I started this, but it's a pretty good compromise. I had a bit of a lay-in today. I got up at 8. These used to be what were going to be the cupboard supports, and I'm now using it to mount my LED lights. The cupboard supports used to clamp down the walls, and I've got these the IKEA kitchen tool things. It's not clicked into place because once it's clicked in, it's very difficult to take off. So the fixings that come with it have small holes, so I'm step drilling those bigger for the M8 bolts. In the wall cavity, I'll run the wires for the LED strips top and bottom of there. It's handy for like emergency lighting. There you go. And the stainless steel cupboard, that's where I keep all my emergency lights. My phone sticks on there as well. That's perfect. Apricot jam on crumpets. It does smell like burning plastic. Tonight and tomorrow night are going to be the last days that I can do video editing on AC power. I'm going to have to bum it on my Android phone. There might be an adjustment period where the videos look fit. Anyway, I'm going to show you my lights. We're living in the future. It's not finished yet. One of the LEDs has decided to die already. And over here, some of them were kind of, can you see them? Flickering. A bit like light bulbs. They last a certain period of time and then you change them. The little things at each end, click them in. It looks very bright on camera. It's not so bright in real life. Most people's living rooms are no brighter than this. Switching back to AC, I've not charged my leisure batteries for days. A week and a half ago, Terry went home on Thursday night and studied the blueprints. One of these guys was out working on underneath the bonnet of the van, and I just thought he was struggling to get the ECU out, but he's working. He's got one of the wheels off, the headlights off, all this other stuff. They stick their head through the door and they said, "Now, don't be alarmed, we're just going to turn the engine over." Starts first time. They fixed it. It was a smorgasbord, a cornucopia of clusterfuck under the bonnet, with all the cabling and the sensors busted and shorting out. It's got to be reassembled on Monday. With the fading of the light, I think I'm going to leave it there. This is my boxed off wheel arch. I framed it, just faced with some leftover ply. I've got a lot of it, with maybe whatever's... Oh look, hello, you can come and live with me in the van. Yeah, no one would notice if I stole this cat, would they? Oh, van life cat. Oh, I could just steal this cat. I'm just gonna strap the water in against that. That was the purpose of me doing this tonight. Oh, you are cute. Oh, yeah, you're probably riddled with fleas. Once the jerry cans are here, they're gonna be along this, strapped to the edge of that. This is fairly, no, oh. Are we friends? I haven't got any food for you. It's going to be a little while before I release another episode, or it's going to be done on my phone. All right, see you later, people. Want some cream cheese, mate?